Still, it seemed like you had a different, good start. What took place after that from your vantage point?
I mean, we got away from that first period game we had, and I think pucks were just going in, and every time we went out there, we felt like we were doing the right things, but then we would just have big time breakdowns, and I think the rest of the game it was a different story every shift. What was breaking down and a lot of sloppy breakouts, sloppy coming back to our zone and finding coverage. So it's not a good second and third period, not a good start for our season there.
Alex, how much is that is a byproduct of having so much time off between your last preseason game and tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think we were ready. We were ready to go from puck drop. I think we had a good first period, and all those goals in the second are self-inflicted. Seems like we couldn't keep it out of the net that second period. So hard to battle back from 4-1. Just got to get more juice at the start of the second period, and start of each period is very important for us. And obviously we didn't do a good job of that today.
Was all the more disappointing after you've had 3 good practices and just all the focus through training camp on puck management and team defense?
Yeah, I thought our puck management wasn't terrible until really late in the third period, and it was just breaking the puck out, coming back, finding guys, finding sticks. So a lot of the details, I thought the puck management wasn't terrible. Yes, we turned pucks over, but just coming back, finding guys, sorting, grabbing sticks. We took a bad penalty there in the third period when we had a game plan to come out and have a good start to the third, and that penalty was not a great time to do that. So a lot to learn from tonight.
Yeah, what did they do to kind of stifle you guys in the power play tonight? What made them so successful in that aspect?
I mean, I think it was all, a lot of it was us. I think we weren't winning battles. We weren't, clean on a lot of different plays. I think, obviously we had some good looks too. We had, a couple good power plays, but, overall I think we weren't as strong on our sticks, and, the board battles, we end up rimming it out, and, no one's there. So, I think there's plenty to clean up. I think, some good, but a lot of bad, and we got to be more ready for Saturday.
Dylan, after a good first period, we got several chances to get you a goal. Do you think over the next 2 periods you can make it hard enough on the guy to get this first start, enough shots and traffic?
No, I thought we had good zone time. I think in the second period we didn't really get there. We were defending a lot, and I think we outshot them tonight. I didn't see the total, but when it mattered, I thought we got pucks to the net. We got traffic. We got second and third opportunities. They just had better details tonight, in my opinion.
So many teams lost their openers last night and tonight. I mean, as much emotion as there is out there, did that kind of work against a tone team like that sometimes too? Or?
I honestly, the last few years we've been pretty good in the openers, and I can't, remember having a performance like that on our opener. So it, it is what it is. I don't know if it's a trend. They were on a back-to-back, so you never know, right? It's just you got to play the games and play a full 60. We didn't do that tonight. They did.
Dylan, when the Russos had a pretty tough offseason coming back from injuries and his performance like that, as a captain, how do you, support him to get his confidence back after that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to see that at all, and just a bad second period for all of us, and he's the one that gets pulled. It's not fair to him. When a goalie gets pulled, it's not usually just him. It's a full lineup that needs to be accountable as well. But you don't want to see that, and hopefully Hus has bounced back from everything he's gone through, and you know, we know what kind of player he can be for us, and I know he'll bounce back from tonight.
Can you give us an update on Jeff Petrie?
Yeah, upper body hasn't been evaluated yet. Obviously, had to leave the game.
And after the quick start there, what did you see following that?
Yeah, really good start actually. You know, probably a little unfortunate to come out of that period tied, and then just we couldn't get momentum going. Unfortunately, we gave some easy offense either through coverage or the puck was on our stick. It's just one of those nights we just could not sustain any momentum. Had signs of it, had some spurts of it, but just couldn't sustain it.
There's been such an emphasis on improving the defense. How disappointing is this?
Yeah, the goals, again, it wasn't a lot of volume, obviously, not a lot of shots. You know, the chance grade out to see how that looks, but again, you had a couple easy ones in against a talented team, and that's how it piles up on you.
Husso, I mean, after the exhibition performance he had, and I know a reflection on the team as well when the goalie gets pulled. How disappointing was that?
Yeah, I have to watch it back. Obviously, he didn't look as sharp as he did in the preseason. You know, even you could just tell some of the rebound control, some things that were sticking to him, or he was controlling in the preseason. He didn't tonight. So, and again, he hasn't played hockey. I know he had a really good preseason. He had a lot of looks in the exhibition, but it's still probably a little rust there too.
It's a matter of needing more from the power play earlier as well. I mean,
yeah, I don't. It's tough to fault the power play. The first power play was excellent, and when you get a power play, despite not scoring, but you get zone time and those type of looks, it gives you momentum, which it gave us. And then we pretty much scored. I know it was a second off on the actual clock, but it was a power play setup. So and then we get one on the 5-on-3. We actually probably got 2 power play goals. Now, could we have used one in the first period? Now I think the game looks completely different. That we're up 2-0 in the first, but again, power play, there were some positives there. Basically got us 2 goals.
Derek, your thoughts on Tarasenko's play? He had a lot of looks in that first period.
Yep, like you want a guy like that to get looks. He finished. He got some looks. That's certainly a positive. You know, I'd even go. Obviously, DeBrincat had an excellent game tonight. You could tell he had some jump. Obviously, I'm glad he finished. It's important for those type of goal scorers to get that look, get those looks and some confidence early.
When you get a look at 2 starting options, I guess when they come out cold like that, where do you assess the goaltending? Who do you go down?
Yeah, again, it's, you know, obviously, Billy did not look overly comfortable tonight, which again, understandable with the lack of hockey he's played. But it really hasn't changed from the exhibition, the preseason. All 3 guys we have some confidence with, and we'll obviously see a different starter on Saturday. It's something we'll talk about as a group. Yeah, there's a couple of that. Probably a little bit on the arrivals, a little bit on the box outs, probably a little bit on rebound control too. Obviously, it puts it tough on our guys when they pop out like that. But yes, definitely a work in progress with some of those areas, box outs, some gaps. Some D-zone coverage. Again, it's a little frustrating because there were some signs of it looking really good tonight and how you want it to look to be successful in this league, but we couldn't sustain it.
Was there anything in particular you felt they did to give you trouble when it came to generating offense at 5-on-5?
Yeah, no, we generated a ton tonight. You're going to look back and be like, it'd be tough watching this first period back. We could have had 4, we could have had 5. And that's not an exaggeration. So it wasn't looks. That's the type of game we had our looks. And again, you get 3, you probably, you know, the expected goals is probably flirting around 4, 4.5. That's enough to win. It's the 6 we gave up.
What's going to be the focus here going into the second game as far as tightening up defense?
Complete, because we had signs of it. We had signs of stops, and again, that first period was a pretty clean period. We'd take that any time, but it's got to be all the time. And again, against a team like that, we didn't give them a lot of offense. We gave them some easy offense, and that was killed us tonight.
How much does it impact when you lose a D-man and you're playing with five, and obviously guys are out there with guys that wouldn't normally do?
Yeah, there's a little of that. Obviously, we got left with just one right shot, so we asked all the lefties to go on their offhand there, and we lost a top four. And again, against a top six like that, it can create some matchup issues. So again, I'm sure that's part of it, but our overall team play needs to improve. We've got some work to do, and it starts with tomorrow and an opportunity. It's a really good team Saturday with Nashville.
You kind of alluded to it, I think, this morning, that when they lost like that last night, I mean, that's too much pride on that team.
Yeah, and again, like, it's our start was there, and I don't think, I wouldn't say they were flat. I wouldn't say they had some pop. I mean, we dictated the start, and again, frustrating that we get out of that period only 1-1, but that's the reality of it, and we have to do a better job of maintaining some momentum, maybe carrying that first period into the second period. Despite the score, the momentum was there. I mean, there was no doubt in my mind with the way that first period went that I was comfortable and confident we were going to find a way to win tonight, but we let that second period get away from us. All right, thanks, guys.